What happens when you die? Darkness, silence, a breath suspended, and then light? Not the light of stars or sun, but the memory of a light you once knew, a presence, a question, a call home. This is not the end. This is the gate. Death, the first initiation. To the untrained eye, death is a cessation. But those who've looked beyond the lattice of form know better. Death is the first veil, the first chamber of initiation. Not a falling asleep, but a falling inward. The moment before death is not quiet, it is thunderous, a soul torn from the flesh temple it had borrowed. Time folds, regret rises like steam, but for the prepared, it is something else. Liberation. The soul retracts, drawn from the limbs to the heart, from the heart to the head, from the head to the crown. If the vessel is ready, it opens. If not, it fractures. The ancients knew the signs, the flickering eyes, the stretching of the mouth, the final breath not expelled but inhaled. There are rituals for this, not religious, astral. The departure, the silver cord, the final tether, quivers. When it snaps, so does illusion. For some, the transition is immediate. A luminous tunnel, voices of memory, the echo of a name not spoken on earth. For others, the fog is thick. They wander, cling, fear. Why? Because they lived as flesh and forgot they were flame. The astral mirror. But what if your life were not your own? What if your death had been written before your first breath? Life, the dream within the dream. To understand death, you must see life rightly. Life is not linear. It is a spiral staircase carved into a cavern of stars. You did not begin when your mother gave you a name. You are older than the sun. The soul's descent. The soul enters form like a dreamer entering sleep, slowly in layers. Birth is not a beginning, but a descent. You fell into density. You took on a mask. You called it identity. But the body is a costume, and memory is an amnesia ritual. Each life is a glyph, a sentence in a story written by something far beyond you, yet deeply within you. Why we forget? Because the forgetting is the curriculum. The veil is the initiation. You must forget what you are, so that the rediscovery has weight, gravity, sacred awe, life as labyrinth. The true initiate sees every heartbreak, betrayal, sickness, and loss not as punishment, but as placement. The soul arranges its own crucifixions. Why? To prepare for the resurrection. The silent room. Where do you go when you dream? And why do some dreams feel more real than the waking world? Resurrection, the remembering. Death is not the end of the story. It is the beginning of remembrance. The passage. For 3 days, a symbol, not a measure, the soul is weightless. It is reviewed, judged, not by a god, but by itself. Your life will play before you, not as events, but as echoes. How did you love? How did you listen? Whom did you betray? The currency beyond the veil is intention. And then, the weighing, not of deeds, but density. What did you accumulate? The 3 doors. Every soul after death is offered 3 doors. 1. return. 2. Rest. 3. Rise. Return to the wheel of incarnation. Rest in the astral fields, or rise into the memory of the eternal. But most cannot rise. They are too heavy. The light they speak of, it is not a hallway. It is not a sun. It is you. It is the part of you that never entered. The part of you that stayed behind the curtain, guiding, whispering, watching. To merge with it is to remember. To remember is to awaken. Resurrection is not rebirth, it is reintegration. You do not come back. You become more than the you who lived. The gatekeeper. At the threshold stands a figure, sometimes angel, sometimes ancestor, sometimes mirror. This is the guardian of your becoming. It asks only one question: did you live as if you were going to die? Closing the loop. The AshenGate. What happens when you die? You pass through the AshenGate. You enter the long night. You meet the Maker who made you in your own image. You are shown what you hid. You are asked what you loved. And then you choose. Not all will remember. But those who do, they change the world. Subscribe if you remember. Pass through the AshenGate.